Hello guys and welcome to Yarelina's Reborn Nursery. Today I'm with Mr. Jaden and I already changed him into this simple and I love this how it fit him perfectly, and we're going to give him a bottle because I have this bottle from Kennan's box opening and he's from the same artist. For those who are new, this is the Everett Sculpt by Don Donofrio, and he was painted by Miss Serenity Smith. She's here on YouTube too, and she's on Instagram and Facebook. And this bottle is sealed, but for some reason I never use it because it's a very pretty bottle, and it says Miss Serenity Smith Babies, but it's very light for you to see, let's say, but it's so pretty. I love this bottle, and because it's glass, I just was like trying to keep it as pristine as I can, and I put it away with the other goodies from him. But the real truth is that I'm not planning on selling him, so I don't know why I was saving that. So we're going to chat today while I'm giving him a little bottle. Um, and we're going to chat about the nevers. We say a lot of never. And I will talk about three categories. But there's more, of course, but I will talk only about three categories that I think we collectors all the time say, I will never do this or that. So the first category, I have it written there because I have a bad memory, guys. So the first category is the type of dolls that we want to collect. Like when I started, I began with newborns, and I tried preemie, and I tried 0 to 3. And the size 0 to 3, like he's a 0 to 3, he's a bigger baby. He is a chunky baby, let's say. So um, I love that size. I really do. It's easier for me to find clothing. They're nice to hold. And when people were like, oh, I cannot hold a very heavy baby, I was like, I'm into heavy babies. I love heavy babies. But with my back hurting all these days, I was like trying to hold them, and I couldn't, you know, do too much with them because my back was hurting. So yeah, never say you will not collect size. This is a collecting journey, and it's a journey because you're changing. Your taste is changing, um, your preference, the things that you said that you didn't like, you actually start looking at it, and the sizes, the type of babies that we like changes from, and our needs change. And when we experiment some babies, we start looking at things and see if we like them, what things we like and what we don't like, right? um the toddlers, like for example, I was like, a toddler will be nice, to be standing in a corner, but my house was very tiny, so my nursery was a little corner in my bedroom, if you guys remember, if you are following me for a while. So for me, it was not um, a smart decision to have big dolls because I have a very limited space. But the circumstances change it. And even though I always loved toddlers, but money wise, because it's more expensive, and also because of the space, I was like a little bit reluctant, but they are in plans. But sometimes we say, I will never have this type of dolls, like alternative dolls. Like I was at the beginning, like, I don't like alternative. and I will never collect that. That is not realistic. That was me. But this is me also. I love monkeys. Vinyl. I have seen some vinyl monkeys that I was like, I want that baby. I want that monkey. And it's funny, there is so many things that are out there, like creepy or Halloween theme babies, but there is also animals or different kind of alternative, like that can you remind you something, or they are from your favorite movie, whatever. So never say never. Just you can say at this moment is not in my collecting journey, because we change so so much. Okay, the second category is the prices. Sometimes we say I will never pay that amount of money, XYZ amount of money, for a vinyl baby. Hmm. Sometimes happens that our taste change and involved, and the prices are out there. So you want the more realistic babies, so you start paying a lot more. And of course, we have our boundaries or our limits of what babies or what price points we are comfortable with. But at the same time, like we keep raising the bar because the prices keep going up, and we want more realistic babies, so we start raising the prices up also, the amount that we're going to spend in a baby. um Also for baby clothing or accessories, like I will never pay X, Y, or Z. Let me remove this. XYZ amount of money for clothing, for baby clothing. I will never be a baby clothing hoarder. Well, that was me too. I was thinking that I could be simple, and I have a closet full of clothing here. I have boxes full of clothing. I have a drawer full of clothing, and I have clothing upstairs for the babies. Like I have a little box, so I change that like every couple of days. I put some outfits there, so I change them at night or something. So so yeah, we started with the I would never, and then we ended up doing it. So like we don't realize that we change a lot. And for me, I'm very simple. I like when I can use things, when things are usable or are important, or what is more practical. And for my kids, for example, I use a lot of all overalls and comfortable clothing. Of course, I repeated that clothing a lot. And with my babies, I didn't. With these babies, I don't do that. With my babies, with my real kids, I was not buying nothing expensive because they were just damaging every clothing. And I love to dress them in white, but they always get dirty. So with real babies, you cannot do some certain things, right? Or you're going to waste a lot of money. And I was very simplistic and practical. But with these babies, it's like, oh my gosh, this is a needed outfit. Is how much? Oh my gosh, but I want it. Sometimes we say, I will never pay this amount of money for a set of clothing for a baby. Believe me, you will change. If you're beginning in this journey, you will change. And you are going to accept things that you before were like reluctant to do. So, so yeah, that's another never say never with the prices. Um, or for example, I would never buy a silicone doll because it's too expensive to have just one doll. I could have three vinyls or four very good vinyls, um, or high end or more realistic babies instead of one silicone. that's crazy, the amount of money that silicone cost. um, but then you end not with one. I have right now the tiny baby, one, two, three, four, four babies, four babies, four silicone babies. I would never pay that for a baby. But you know what? There's payment plans. There's different ways you can get involved into this, and that you end up with a lot of silicone babies. So yeah, that's another never say never, because we change. We want the realism. I wanted to have a baby that I can dress freely, that I could put something without sleeves or have it without the shirt. You know, we're seeking for the realism. The third category, because I don't want to do this video super long, is the collection size. How many of you had set a number of babies, a maximum amount of babies that you will have in your collection, and then only you broke that rule? I'm a person that get overwhelmed very easily with stuff, right? So I don't like to have a lot of stuff. um I rather prefer to have something that I can control, and that number change. Like for example, I thought having four was a nice idea because they fit in this crib. That was the only thing that I have before, and I thought, for the space, that is going to be better. But then I have a shelf, and I have more space for babies. So I at one time I had 10 babies. Right now I have, I think, just six. Let me think. I think I have 7 babies with this one that I'm going to rip down. I have a Courtney here. Um, but I'm going to strip him down because um, humidity here, um, like his painting doesn't look exactly how it was. So I'm going to strip him down and paint him again. But if I count the baby that is going to be stripped down, he's going to be number 8. So I have 8 babies right now. And the maximum amount I said I will have was 6. So figure that. We say these numbers, we are putting ourselves some boundaries to have it under control. But yeah, sometimes we say, I will never have a big collection. I will never have hundreds of dolls. I will never have more than so and so, or XYZ number that you wanted to set for you. But the real truth is, these babies, I don't have 6 babies that I bought in the same month. Um, they build up, right? So I have a baby that is from the first baby that I collected is a reborn, and then I painted another baby for me. Then I bought one, and the next year bought another, and you know it's going to build up. So maybe in 7 years forward, I will have more babies, um, and maybe not because I get overwhelmed with stuff, and then I want to sell everybody. But but usually we do that, right? We set a number, but we spend a lot of time in this hobby, right? Like we spend years collecting, so, and we get attached to them, and we're like, no, I will not sell this baby, I will not sell this other. So we end up to have more babies than we thought that we could have. So that's another thing, never say never. Never say you're not going to have a big number of babies. Never say that you will never stop collecting, because that, even that, you never know. And sometimes it happens that something changed in the hobby, family wise, personal life wise, or in the community, that sets you off, and you say, that's enough. So I'm not going to even collect those. So I will never say never. I will start using the phrase, or the my new saying is going to be, it's not yet in my collecting journey, or is not in the collecting journey stage that I am at, is not programmed now. It's not going to happen now, but I will never say never, and you will see very soon. I'm making a blog for you guys, and I'm very excited, and I want to share more, but I know I can't until you say and until you see the blog. So the blog is not yet finished. We still have to wait a little bit more, but um, you will see why specifically. Never say never. I'm a living proof from that. And you will see in the blog and in the upcoming videos, guys. But anyways, I don't want to keep you longer. Thank you so much. If you stay until this part, let me know your comments, your opinion about the three categories. The first one is the type of babies you said you never will collect, the prices you said you will never pay, and the collection size that you will never go to that number or to this low number. You know, what things you said never will do that you did. Tell me in the comments. I will see you in the next video, guys, and hopefully I can have the blog this week for you, but it will be at the correct time. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for staying until this part. Bye bye.